never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Happy Monday to everybody out there. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. It seems like we just started 2024 and now we're already halfway through the month of January. But coming up sometime later on this week, I'm going to be talking about Nick Saban retiring. So if you have any early thoughts on that, please feel free to go ahead and let me know in the comments section down below. And while you're there, make sure you like the video, give the video a thumbs up, and share the video on all social media platforms. But today, I want to talk some wrestling. First, let's talk about TNA. That's right, we are officially back to being TNA. Of course, it used to be TNA back in the day, and then they went through ownership change and thought it'd be a good idea to go from TNA to just calling it Impact, which I never thought was a good idea. And now, thanks to Scott D'Amore, we have gone back to being TNA. And I have said for a long time, many times here on the channel, that TNA is doing some great things right now with some great talent. It's just unfortunate that it comes on a channel that most people do not have. Now, if you have Roku, then you have the Impact channel, which will probably eventually sometime down the road change their name to the TNA channel. But for now, it's the Impact channel. So if you have that, you can watch it. But they're always about a week and a half, 2 weeks behind on the weekly Thursday night shows. But that's probably going to be your best bet to watch it because most people don't have the channel that comes on. But if you just want to watch some good wrestling with some good booking and some great talent, I encourage you to watch TNA. But Saturday night, they had Hard to Kill, which was their first pay-per-view under the new but old TNA name. And it was from Palms Casino and Resort in Las Vegas. Now, had 3 matches on the pre-show. I won't talk about those, but on the main card, had 8 matches. Giselle Shaw won the Knockouts Ultimate X match to become the #1 contender for a future Knockouts World Title match. And in case you do not know, Knockouts is the term TNA uses for ladies or women or females or whatever you would like to call them. They call them Knockouts. PCO, who is one crazy old man, Rhino and Jake something defeated Dango, Alpha Bravo, and Oleg Prudius and Oleg Prudius actually used to wrestle in the WWE as Vladimir Kozlov, and he's been out of the business for over 15 years, and now he's back, going by his real name, which is Oleg Prudius. The match started out as a one-on-one match due to outside interference. That was a quick DQ, and the match got restarted as a six-man tag team match. Havoc and Rosemary defeated Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly to become the new Knockouts tag team champions. Chris Sabin defeated Kushida and El Hijo del Vikingo to retain the X Division Championship. Josh Alexander defeated Alex Hammerstone, and I know Alex Hammerstone because he come and did a show for us at UWF back in 2021, I think it was. The team of ABC defeated the Rascals, Mike Bailey and Laredo Kid, and the Grizzled Young Vets to retain the TNA Tag Team Championships. Jordan Grace beat Trinity to become the new Knockouts champion. Now, Trinity, of course, used to wrestle in the WWE as Naomi. Now she's in TNA, going by her first name, which is actually Trinity. But rumor is that was her last match in TNA, and she is going back to the WWE. I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks. Moose beat Alex Shelley to become the new TNA World Champion. And then, speaking of the WWE, two former WWE wrestlers made their TNA debut Saturday night. One was Nick Nemeth. Of course, Nick Nemeth is the real name of Dolph Ziggler, so I guess he is now going by his real name. And then Ash by Elegance also made her debut. She was shown on camera during a Knockouts match. Now, Ash by Elegance used to wrestle as Dana Brooke in the WWE. Now, her real first name is Ashley, so that's where Ash comes from. I'm not sure where they get by Elegance unless she's going to start her own brand of clothing and she's going to call it Ash by Elegance. Otherwise, I don't quite get that reference, but Ash I get because her first name is actually Ashley. So it looks like two recently released WWE wrestlers, Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler, and Ash by Elegance, formerly Dana Brooke, are now part of TNA's roster. And then Saturday night, I was at 244 Livestock Road, East Denali, Georgia, for SWA Wrestling. We had our Year of the End show awards. Billy Starr also had to come out and relinquish the SWA Premier title due to heart problems. So we currently have no SWA Premier champion, and the Premier title is the same thing as the World title, but we call it the Premier title. Had 8 matches Saturday night, and the referees were me, Slim, and Jay. Our next show at 244 Livestock Road, East Denali, Georgia, comes up on February the 10th, and it will be Reloaded, which is one of our biggest shows of the year, already announced for that night. We're going to have a Battle Royal, which will determine the new SWA Premier Champion. We're also going to have Drox versus Jack Knife in a one-on-one match. And we're also going to have a Fatal 4-Way for the SWA Tag Team Championships. And Tower will take on Boinkers for the SWA New Blood Championship. Now, that's just 4 matches, and I'm sure we'll have 8 or 9, if not more. So I'm just giving you about half the card. And, of course, as always, doors will open at 6 o'clock, and bell time will be 7 o'clock. And I encourage you to go ahead and get your tickets early, because I can promise you on February the 10th at 244 Livestock Road, Eastern Nolly, Georgia, it will be booties to elbows in a jam-packed SWA arena. So if you have not reserved your tickets yet, I encourage you to go ahead and do so, especially if you want front row, because if front row is not gone by today, it'll be gone by tomorrow. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Where does a peacock go if it loses its feathers? To the retail store. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.